What is good, YouTube? This is Andy from kaizentcgcanada. Everybody's buying 151 right now. Prismatic, Ascended Heroes. That's getting all the attention. But I think this set right here is being overlooked. It's Surging Sparks. So let's break it down. So Surging Sparks came out November of last year. November of 24. And it was the spark that got the bull market going. I mean, Twilight definitely brought some excitement, but Surging Sparks was the first set that got people really amped up and excited. I remember pre-ordering these was just like any other regular booster box. It was under MSRP, but quickly I noticed that stores were canceling orders, and people that were taking online orders were canceling because the prices were spiking so fast. By the time it released, it was going for double MSRP, so it was like 150 Canadian, 155, 160. You can get it for that price pre-order, and then by the time it came out, it was in the 300s. Now it's retraced because there has been reprints, as it should be. There was kind of like a huge surge in demand, which Pokemon Company wasn't ready, because we were just in a two-year-ish bear. And yeah, the demand came in. It was a beautiful Pikachu set. Electric Circuit Breaker is the Japanese counterpart, and we got to see a sneak peek. People were kind of iffy about the Pikachu with the crown. So, in this video, we'll break it down a little bit, take a look at the sealed product for investing, and take a look at the singles and see if there's room to grow. And while everybody's looking at the specialty sets and destined rivals, I think Surging Sparks is being overlooked because it's similar prices to a lot of the other Scarlet Violet sets. Now, obviously, it's still in print. However, the set is a lot stronger than, let's say, SV Base, Obsidian, Paradox, Temporal, Stellar, and all those type of sealed products. The Pikachu's hit or miss, but at the end of the day, it is a Pikachu. The English version of it isn't as nice as Japanese. Japanese is fully textured. English is feels a little bit dull. But I think over time, people could go back to the terrestrialized look of the crown. It makes it unique for this SB era. Just like back in the day, people didn't like legendary collections. People said it was a reprint set, and the Fireworks Hollow looked cheap and people didn't like it. But look at it today. It's one of the most sought after, most expensive chase for vintage is legendary collection. So people's taste can change. The crown, I think, will be fondly looked after, maybe in 5-10 years, who knows, right? But I think this Pikachu is not bad. It's I mean, Pikachu as the chase card, there's a lot. People were I don't know if you guys remember this, people were comparing this set to Vivid Voltage, which is a crime because this set is way better than Vivid Voltage, and we'll break it down. So let's take a look at the sealed. Right now, booster boxes year to date. So year to date from last March, for a case was 1,500, and now it's this is like 1,533. Now it's around 1,650 with 15 items sold last week, and then 10 items sold. So there is some volume picking up. There's a bunch that are selling for 1,650 to 1,700. Now this did get a reprint. Now not the cases, but the boxes were restocked on Pokemon Center. They also restocked it in the vending machines if you guys are in the States. So just the fact that it's readily available, well, not readily available, but people are able to get their hands on it. It seems like the demand and hype for the set has gone down tremendously. I remember when the set first came out, people couldn't get enough of it. But then again, that was before Prismatic, that was before Destin, Black and White, Megas. Like, as time goes on, there are better sets that come out, and that's what happened with Vivid Voltage, where like Vivid Voltage was super hype when it first came out. The boxes were selling over MSRP, and back then MSRP was like 100 or 90 bucks or 100 USD and like 130, 140 Canadian, and it was selling into 200s, which is crazy. And all I had was a rainbow Chunkachu and amazing rares. It wasn't even that crazy. And they reprinted the hell out of it, and basically what happened was it tanked the prices and it stayed low until the bull run last year, and it finally sold out at Pokemon Center. So this set, you know, it's I feel like it's super overlooked for what it is, you know. So we're looking at the cases right here, 1650 a case, and then we'll look at the boxes here. So booster boxes came last year 250, dropped all the way down. Like if you're getting it under 200 was a steal. And then because under 200 is like lower than, well, Pokemon Center is like 230. So yeah, and then it mooned up to 300 during the peak there, September. And then it fell down again, 230, and then now it's starting to climb back up a little bit. There's some volume, 70 boxes sold, 69. So the volume is picking up, starting to pick up. I think people are starting to realize like, hey, the set is undervalued for what it is. So 250 a box, you probably find it for under 250 on your local marketplace, eBay, stuff like that. But TCG player 265, 250, 270. And the box art's not bad too. So let's take a look at the history here of Surging Sparks boost box. So yeah, look at that, 200 November 24, and it was steady, climbed up to 300 during that peak, and then dropped all the way back down to 222. So it came almost back down to what it was going for at launch, and now it's starting to creep up a little bit. So, you know, is it a good investment? I think Surging Sparks is pretty good. Like, it's not S tier. I would say it's behind Destin for sure, and it's behind Paldea Evolved. And then excluding the specialty sets, because those are ahead, Paldean Fates, 151, Prismatic. And then for Scarlet Violet Era, it's better than Twilight to me. It's better than Temporal Paradox, Obsidian, SV Base. So as a mainline set, it's just right behind Paldea Evolved and Destin Rivals. Destin Rivals S tier, obviously. Paldea Evolved, you can say S tier minus or A tier plus, and then I would put this as like A tier minus. And for the price, like if you're gonna pay this price over Obsidian, I think is higher. Scarlet Violet Base is about higher. Temporal Paradox, like they're all kind of similar in that 300 range. I'm gonna go with this all day, especially if you can get it for 235, 270. It just has more value, and it's a Pikachu set. Don't bet against Pikachu. Pikachu is very strong over time. I just think that because it's readily available, no one's talking about it either, so people aren't FOMOing. But once you start seeing these prices start to move, people are gonna start FOMOing, because when people feel like they have time to get into something, they, you know, they take their time, right? Parkinson's law, right? But when people feel like things are going parabolic, they FOMO. Look at 151 ETBs were sitting there for 200, 300, 400. People waited for it to go up to 5, 6, 700, 600 or whatever it is now, to get into it, which is crazy. Same thing with the raw cards, right? The Charizard was there for the picking. Same with all the other chase cards in 151. So there might be a lot of opportunity here, so we'll dive in. So that's the booster box, and then we'll look at booster bundles. I wouldn't personally, I'm not investing in any booster bundles, but you can see, oh, this is build and battle. Here you go, booster bundles. They came out with these square ones, and then they came out with like this size. So they had two booster bundles, but if we look at the booster bundles, they're selling for like 40 bucks. 40 bucks, easy entry. Now for that price, you can probably get other things, Destin Rivals, just for a little bit more. I'd rather get Destin Rivals booster bundles or Prismatic and Ascended when that comes out over Surging. I would just go with the booster box, which I do have some, and the PC ETBs and perhaps the ETBs. Let's take a look at the PC ETBs. So Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box came out. So this was one of the last sets. Prismatic, you were able to do it as well to get one case of ETBs. And I remember when this pre-ordered, you could openly go on to Pokemon Center and order ETBs. It didn't sell out right away. So you could go on there and order like every day, just order a case. And yeah, I know some people that ordered 10, 20, 30 cases over a span of a few weeks. And yeah, they're sitting out pretty now because these are selling for $250 consistently. So these came out and then they were selling like $180. Decent sales volume, spiked up all the way to 300 and then crashed down to 190. So basically it crashed 50% or more. Almost, no, not 50%, like 40%. And now it's starting to make its ascent up. It's a nice ETB. It's the Pikachu, and the key factor is this Elite Trainer Box has a special promo, the Magneton. Now Magneton is not that popular, but the art is by Shinji Kanda. Shinji Kanda is a very popular modern artist, notably the Giratina V from Lost Origins, the Magikarp from Paldea Evolved, the Seismitoad from Black Bolt, and the Oricorio from the Charizard UPC. So all those cards that he's done, those sets have done well. Like the UPC is going to do well. Black Bolt is better than White Flare because I think that card, if it's like apples to apples, that card kind of tips it over the scale. Lost Origin is the third highest value set, and yeah, and then you got this from Surging Sparks as well. So I think this card over time is going to do really well as long as Shinji Kanda stays popular, and I think he will. His art is super crazy. So we look at the Pokemon Center ETBs, and let's take a look at the history of it. Yeah, when it first came out, you can get it for $100. $100 for investment, and it was easy to get. You can get cases, like people were selling them like fire, like hotcakes, right? And there's a lot out there, but I think, you know, this product is going to do well over time. It's a nice collection piece as well, like displayable. The purple and the yellow really fit nicely with Surging Sparks. So, you know, it's climbed, it's just steadily climbed. It 2x'd during that peak, or 3x. So if you got it at the end of November and you sold in September as a flip, 3 extra money in like 9 months, which is awesome. And then it just went back down, so there was an opportunity last winter, so 3 months ago, to get in at 175 basically, or probably lower. And then now it's starting to make its climb back up. It's still not going crazy. There's sales for 225, 200, like 200. You can't go wrong, especially for this ETB compared to other ones. Good box art, good promo. It has a good shot long term. Let's take a look at the chase card. The chase card is this Pikachu. This Pikachu EX. The crown. It's a good art. I like it. I don't mind this one. And yeah, it was at 400, crashed all the way. I remember there was that one eBay sale where it sold for like 3 or 4, 5K or whatever, and that really drove up the hype. But it's what, 40 for near mint. It's 41% down from the all-time high. So that means it's a good time to grab, guys. You're getting it 41% down from its all-time highs. That's amazing, right? Like, these are the values that you want to get in that. Now, Pikachu's, there's a lot of Pikachu cards. And you know, this set is going to be out of rotation next year. So there's still 12 months of the set, but look at the volume. 41 items last week got picked up. So it was, yeah, it was a steady pickup. 18 sold, but 41 last week. I think people are starting to catch on. It's, oh, one thing about this card too, very hard to grade. Very low gem min rate. So if you're looking for 10s, it might be a play because it's very hard to grade these guys. Let me take a look here. LP. Let me see if I can take a look at Pikachu 2-3. Let's take a look at the data on this card actually. Yeah, so it's, what's the pop report? Let me take a look here. Pop report is there's 8,210s and total pop is 25k. Now this is gonna go up, and the gem rate's about 33%. 33%, and it's sitting at currently, oh, it's climbing up. Last sale, it's about 1,300 Canadian. So these are selling for like 1,100-1,200. So slowly creeping back up. It was all the way up to 2k and then crashed back down. So yeah, there's gonna be more supply of this as people rip, more restocks. There's still a year left, but I think by like the end of this year, you're gonna start seeing this card make some noise. Let's take a look at the long-term view of this card. Came out really high, 465 USD, and then just steadily came down, and now it's flatting. I think this we're starting to find a bottom, a floor for this card, 250, and that's what you want, right? Like obviously you don't want to buy at the top, you don't want to catch a falling knife, but it touched 250 and then went back up to 3, and now it's retracing back to 250, and there's opportunity there, right? Like it's 40% down from its all-time high, so you're not buying at the peak. And if you really want this card, I think it's a good time. People aren't really talking about it. The new sets are coming out that look good. Minus Perfect Order doesn't look that good, but Chaos Rising or Ninja Spinner, they leaked the cards. I think it comes out this Friday. Looks great. Art looks great. So more people are going to talk about that, and less people are going to talk about this. So that's why I want to make this video, and whoever, you know, you guys are watching, you guys get some alpha here. So this Pikachu USD pricing last sold on, it was today, 960, 855, 1,000, 840, 920. So like let's say about 900, 850 to 1,000 consistently selling for. And you know, it's an 8,000 pop, which in ultra modern isn't the highest, because you know you got Burger Chew and 151 Charizard that like way higher. But 8,000, it's on, I think for ultra modern under 10k pop is quite low, and it's very hard to gem, very hard to gem. 33% is low, and especially with how PSA standards have increased recently, it makes it a lot harder as well. Like they're not giving out 10s like they used to, man. So that's the Pikachu, that's the first chase, and then we'll go take a look at the Latias. So Latias combines with Latios to make one photo. Latios, very popular legendary duo, and you know, this art is cool. Some people like it, some people don't. I like it. It looks cool. It's down 22% from 220 all the way down to 150, and now it's starting to, so it was down 32% and now it's climbing back up, so it's up 10% in the last week or so, or last month. Consistent sales, there's a 47 items sold mid-Feb. That's when people felt like it was too low and they pushed it up, and then now it's selling for around 150 to 170 for near mint. And this is also very hard to grade as well. Let me take a look at the gem rate for this one as well. Latias 239. Latias 239. Pop report. So it's also a 33% gem rate, and it's only 5,000. Well, gem rate's like 34%, 35%. There's only 5,000 PSA 10s, which is interesting. It's not that much, less than the Pikachu. See the raw. So it came out around 200. and just slowly came down, bottomed at 150, went up a little bit, and then now it's bottom. It's finding its range. It's flattening out at 150 here. I think if you want to get it, you can get it under 150, and you get it for like 130 to between 130 and 150. That's pretty good. And these are the time to get it, right? When no one's talking about it, when it's flat, that's when you want to get in on the deals. When things are peaking, you don't want to jump into getting things at the all-time high. Unless you got a lot of money to burn, I guess. But you know, average collectors like myself, we gotta find the deals where we can. We gotta make the money stretch, right? So Latias EX, let's take a look at the 10. And we'll take a look at the trajectory of the 10 as well. We do that with the Pikachu. So yeah, it came out 950 USD, crashed down to 390, so over, what is that, over a 70% correction. Went back up to 700, and now it's chilling in that 440, so it's still 30-40% down. Their sales are 440, 450, 430, 440, 450. I think it's gonna range here for a while. So you have time to get it if this is a card that you really want in a 10, just because PSA's grading is very hard these days, and it's a 35% gem rate, so you might as well just get the 10 if you can afford it. If you really want this card in a 10, go for the 10, save yourself the headache, unless you can find a very minty copy, which it's hard, but you can find it out there, but it's not easy. So if I was to put this in my PC, I would just probably hunt the 10, save the headache of sending it to PSA and then getting back a 9 and cracking and resending it, even though you think it's clean. It's happening a lot. So you get the Latias, very good card, very good second chase card in the set. And then you got the Milotic, or Milotic. I don't know how you pronounce it. How do you guys pronounce that? Are you guys collecting any of Surging Sparks? If you are, drop in the comments below which one are you collecting in terms of cards, or are you just buying the booster box for investment? Let me know. I would love to hear it. Also, if you could like, comment, subscribe, that would really help the channel. I appreciate you guys checking out everything. So let's take a look at the Milotic, and beautiful card, by the way. This attaches with the Feebas, so there's an IR, and it's like the fish, and then it evolves into this beautiful card. Came out 140, dropped about 35%, went back up to 108, and now it's ranging at that 30. It's back to its low again, 35%, back to 90 bucks. You get it for anywhere from like, yeah, 90 to 95. It's pretty consistent at 90, 95. So you get it under 90 bucks. It's a good deal. 38% gem rate, so a little bit better, but the pop is only 40, just over 4600 gem rate, 10 pop, 1 black label. Yeah, so this card, it's a gorgeous card when you see it in person. Japanese one is like the holo pop's really nice. And yeah, it's kind of ranging here. It's back to its all-time low, which is kind of nice if you're hunting for this card, if you're collecting. So people are like, hey man, there's you know, everything's getting so expensive, it's hard to collect, but you know, you could still find deals out there. Now obviously $100 for a raw card is still, you know, expensive for a lot of people, but there are deals out there, and you don't always have to collect all the hype stuff. I think this card isn't too hyped right now. It was at release, now it's kind of simmered down, and that's when you want to get in, man. That's when you want to get in, guys, when people aren't talking about it. Like, I don't know how many times I gotta say it, but let's take a look. All-time chart, yeah, so 134, and then it's been steady climbing down, bumped up to 100, and now it's flat. Look at that, it's been flat since October all the way to March. This is what you want. This is where you want to get in before the rocket ship back up, right? Don't know when that is. That could be a year from now. It could be when the hype comes in, because you know your favorite PokeTuber are gonna let you know in a year, hey, Surging Sparks is going out of print. And as the booster boxes rise, a lot more attention, the singles and stuff will rise. Now there's gonna be a lot more supply of the 10s out there, especially the 9s. But just because it's readily available to get these booster boxes, you can find them on Marketplace, stores have them and stuff like that. This set's not bad, guys. It's pretty good. It's pretty strong. So The other chase card is this Hydreigon. Actually, I didn't take a look at the PSA 10 price. So let's take a look at the PSA 10 price real quick. PSA 10, yeah, so it came out 500, dropped down to like 250, so 50% retracement, went back up to 350, and now it's under like some people got 225, 245, 245, 314, 240, 230, so around like that 230 to 250 range. It's not bad. It's 50% from its all-time high, so you know there's opportunity there. At least you're getting it 50% from its peak. And it's only a pop 4500 or 4600 for a ultra modern beautiful card, chase card SIR Milotic EX. Okay, let's quickly go through a bunch of these. Hydreigon. I like this art. This is from Akira. Akira did the 4 gold cards in Crown Zenith, the Obsidian Flames Charizard, and the Paldean Fates Charizard. Now this card, oh, look at this graph. So this is lightly played. Near mint comparisons. How do I change it to near mint? Huh. Anyways, yeah, so 80 bucks and it's down to 30, so it's like over 55%. Because near mint selling for 33, yeah, so over 55% drop. And it's kind of finding its floor here the last 3 months. So this is kind of the bottom. It's holding around that $33 mark. If you really like this card, it's really nice in person. It's a cool art. It's just, do you like the Pokemon or not? Hydreigon's pretty cool, in my opinion. It's more of a darker style art. I like it. I don't know how. It's not a really popular Pokemon, but the rainbow aesthetic border with this style, I think it's nice. I know I'm gonna have some one for my PC, and then if we look at the year to date, yeah, it's just a steady decrease. So 88 all the way down to 33, so it's down over 55%. And the tens are down to like $100, man. $195, 92 bucks, 92 bucks. For SAR on a set. Now the booster box price isn't high yet, but when that booster box price goes up, I feel like if this PSA 10 still sticks around this $90 to $100 range, might be a play. Might be a play, guys. Let me take a look at the gem rate. Hydreigon. Pop report. So it's a 3200 pop 10, 38% gem rate. So low, somewhat low percent gem rate and very low pop, 3200. So it's just not very popular, but I could see this card being like 250, 300 at some point. So you get in at 100, hits 3, you know, 3 extra money. I don't know how long it'll take, but I think it's not bad. But you have time. You have time with this card. And then we'll take a look at the Latias, or Latios. Latios, this is the IR, 37 bucks, dropped to 25, went back up to 32, dropped to 23, went back up to 25, and now it is 30% down from its all-time high. Hasn't retraced as much as some of the other cards. It is an IR though. It's a beautiful card. And yeah, last sale was 23, 27, 23, 24. So you can get it for like under 20 bucks is a steal, but like 25 bucks or so. And yeah, the year performance is it's just going down now. It's flatlining from November till March. So the last 6 months just been flat. The 10 of this card goes for more than Hydreigon for IR. It's 175, 150. I guess it's just the popularity, 170. So I mean, there you go, right? Like if you get it for 25 bucks, you grade it, and you grade it bulk, and then it comes out and you get a 10, 175. It's $100 profit right there. It's not bad, not bad, guys. Latios 203. Take a look at the gem rate real quick. Wow, 30%. So the gem rate for this card is lower. This card is lower than the Pikachu and the Latias. But it's a pop 7,000 in a 10. And it's selling for one if you can get it for 150, not bad. Not bad, guys. And then anyone that's collecting the set, so if they get the Latias, they're probably gonna grab the Latios. So there'll always be demand for people to finish their set of 2 to make the picture. So I like cards like that where people have to collect a bunch of cards to make the set. So this card is very promising, and we'll take a look at the 10 real quick. Yeah, 250. It's been pretty stable. Like, it went down to 124, but like 150 jumped to 200, and now it's holding at that 150-ish range. So it's pretty stable here the last 6 months. So hey, if you want to get it, it's not a bad time. And then we'll take a look at the gold Pikachu. So this gold Pikachu looked a lot better than most gold cards with the crown. I remember this card coming out very expensive out the gate. Yeah, $100. Dropped down to 50, went back with a 70, then dropped down to like 40. So it was like 50% retracement. Now it's about 35. So it jumped up 15%. 60, 60, 50, 60, 55. So around 50 to 60 bucks you can grab this card. Pretty stable. Yeah, so it came out really expensive. Look at 140, crashed down to 50. So that's like 70% retracement, and now it's just hovering. It's been hovering around 50 bucks for 9 months. You can get, so it's, some people like it, some people don't. The 10s are holding quite strong though. 50 bucks. Let's say 50 bucks you get it in grading, and that's all in under 100 bucks. You could sell it for anywhere from 260 to 300 for this card. So you can 1.5 2 extra money. Let me take a look at the gem rate on this one. Pikachu 247. Pikachu 247. Mid 9. Op report 37% gem rate. Op 5,000. So not huge. It's a Pikachu card. It's a Pikachu set. So this card might have some opportunity there, not for only grading, but it's definitely room for growth as well, because it's still 50% down from its all-time high, I think. Let's see. Yeah, way higher than that. It was 800, but that was like an outlier. Let's say 460. Yeah, it's been 50% down from its all-time high. 40-50%. So yeah. And then the last couple cards I wanted to take a look at, guys. I love this art right here. This is the Ceruledge. Looks like I compared this to like Mega Man. Ceruledge, new Pokemon in the SV era. Very cool Pokemon in the video game. Armor Rouge is its counterpart. And yeah, it was 20 bucks. And it's just been climbing down. Yeah, 14 bucks. It's an IR. 16 bucks. So it's down 40% from its all-time high. Sales 15, 16, 17, 18, like under 20 bucks basically. And yeah, if you look at the graph, it was 16 and it went up. It shot up to 35, so it doubled. So this opposite. At release, it was the price that it is now. Then shot up to double, then corrected all the way back down to the price of release, or just under. And the 10s. The 10 came out really strong, selling for 275, retraced like 70%, and holding around that 100 range. Yeah, you can get it for 105, 95, 103. So grading wise, I don't know if I would make a grading play on this one, but if you want this in a 10, it's not like super out of range. And then the last one, let's take a look at the Magneton. Let's look at the promo here. So this came out 55, and then this was the kaizentcgcanada hype when everybody was collecting kaizentcgcanada. Because I remember I sold some here and then it shot up, so it was like 50, retraced down to 36, shot up to 90, and then it's been falling since. And it's in the 45 range, like $45 right now. Take a look. Year to date, it came out, yeah, it was like 45 bucks. stayed there for a while, shot up to 100, so it doubled, and then now it's retracing to back to what it was. The 10 slab is selling for 200, 183, just under 200. And yeah, it's 50% from its all-time high. Shot up to, yeah, this September, October was the Shinji Honda hype. All his cards spiked like crazy, so 400 retraced all the way back down to 200. So it's 50% down from its all-time high. If you get the raw 45, you grade it, it's like 100. You can make 100% on 10 if you get this. So this is a play. I think this is a good long-term play just because Shinji Honda, and it's a nice PCETB promo compared to other ones. It's one of the better ones, and it's Magneton Gen 1 Kanto. I know, I mean, the art is crazy too with all the lightning and everything. So that's my thoughts on that. I think long term this could be a play. Hoarding just either the promo from a regular ETBs, the PC ETB, just hoarding the sealed one or investing into the sealed one, I guess, and then picking out good ones to send to grading. And then even if you grab the slab and you really enjoy it, I think long term it still has a lot of growth in it, as next year the next block, so G block, so it'll be H block, I think, will be out, and that'll be like Temporal, Twilight, Stellar, Surging, Prismatic. So when that news comes out and then people start FOMOing, I think these cards are gonna start to climb. Even then, over time, I think it's gonna do pretty well. So recap, we got the Surging Sparks booster box selling for $260 if you're able to get it under that price on eBay, local marketplace and stuff like that. Vending machines, Pokemon Center's been doing restocks. They might do more restocks of it. They printed a lot of this, and that's good. Pikachu set's popular. I think it's good. So if you want to get a case or just even some boxes, I think it's a play. Same with the ETB and PC ETB. It's one of the better PC ETBs. And then for the other products, I like the blisters, bundles, and stuff like that. Unless you get a really good price, I'm not touching them. Costco 2-packs, I guess, if you can get a good price on that, that's a play as well. And then you got the chase cards. Latias, Milotic feels undervalued. Latias feels all right. Like, it's a good time to get it if you're a fan and you want that card. And the Hydreigon feels a little bit undervalued, but then again, it might not be as popular. And then I didn't even go through, you know, there's a Lone Executor, Durant, Lalissa's Appeal, Ceruledge, I think is cool. Latios is good. Yeah, this one's a really low gem rate for what it is, and there might be a play there for grading wise as well. So, you know, that's my breakdown of Surging Sparks. Tell me, drop in the comments below, are you collecting Surging Spark? Do you think it's been overlooked, and are you investing in it? If you are, leave a comment below. I appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I hope you guys stay safe out there, and I appreciate all of you guys. Take it easy. Andy out. Peace.